All right, that's it. This is the best year ever. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, Jake, it's 2020 and this has not been the best year I've ever had. No, it's not really what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the next 365 days. See, right now, as I am recording this today, it is November 12th of 2020, which means today is my first day of being 35. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if yesterday was. So November 11th is my birthday. Probably yesterday, but whatever. We're starting today. Yesterday was a party, and today we are focusing on it. And what we're focusing on is what I'm focusing on, not we, this is me. This is really an inside job. This is what I am focusing on. I'm focusing on the next 365 days, literally being the best year that I've had in my entire life. The best year that I've had in my life so far, until next year. Until next year and the year after that and the year after that. But I'm dedicated to making the next 365 days the best year I have ever had. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what's going through my head, what I'm doing, why I'm doing this, and a little bit of the history around this. So like everyone, 2020 has had a lot of disappointments. There's also been a lot of good things. I am very much an optimist, and there's been a lot of good things that have come with this year, but let's just say that what has happened in this year is not what I had planned at the beginning of the year, because things shifted, things changed. There was a lot of trips I wasn't able to do, a lot of events I wasn't able to do. I'm a motivational speaker. I run my own events. A lot of those, most of those, pretty much all of them got canceled. I canceled a lot of events that I was putting on, that I was promoting. I ended up canceling those events. So I wasn't able to do the things that I planned on doing. But I can tell you that I let that get to my head. I think like most people, or like many people, I certainly let that get to my head. I focused on doing the best that I could with what I had, and really making sure that the business kept growing and my clients kept seeing good results. But at the end of the day, I did not have the happiness level that is really at my standard. And when it comes down to it, you get your standards, and I let my standards come down. Now, I want to tell you about the best year that I ever had. The very best year that I ever had was about July of 2014 to right around July of 2015. That 12-month period was the best year that I've ever had in my life. Now, since then, I've had so many good things happen to me, but in terms of happiness, in terms of my mental and physical health, that year was the best year that I've ever had, the best year that I've ever experienced. So basically what it was I really dedicated myself to implementing all the things that I'd learned, all the things that I've been teaching. To be honest, right before then, I was not in a good place. I was nearly, I was over 280 pounds. So it's about 45 pounds heavier than I am right now. I was really miserable. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was having all sorts of personal, mental issues. It was, I mean, honestly, I look back at who I was at that time, and I think about myself as an imposter, because I was a motivational speaker going around telling kids to be positive and find a way to succeed. And meanwhile, I was just depressed. But I dedicated myself to taking care of me. See, I believe that the events in our life do not equal our outcome. It's our event plus our response is what equals our outcome. And I made a decision to really focus on my response, to focus on that response and to change what was going on, to have a difference, to just drastically change what I was going through. And that started with, first and foremost, taking care of my health and fitness, taking care of my mental health, taking care of my mindset. And then I knew that everything else would follow, and it did. It was really incredible. I lost about 60 pounds. It was fantastic. Felt better than I ever had. I had my mindset ready, and it was just incredible. It was the best year that I've ever had. And then what happened, it's kind of interesting what ended up happening. My priorities got a little bit off. And so I think about the last 5 years. So the last 5 years have been incredible and so much better than the time before. But if I look back at it, that 1 year was the very best. That was the most happiness. That was the most joy. And it was because I was focusing every day on having the best mindset that I could. I was focused every day on having the best physical fitness that I could. I was focused every day on feeding my body with healthy food. I was focused on filling my mind, feeding my mind with healthy and positive things. So you know, it's very interesting that that's when the most happiness was, even though after that, that was a catalyst to what came after. What came after, my business goals just grew and grew and grew. You know, since then I've massively grown my business. I have a wonderful family. I was married before, but we have our beautiful son who is absolutely incredible. A lot of great things have happened. I've made incredible connections. I've built the Speakers, Authors, and Coaches Network to nearly 10,000 members. Just built up an incredible life, something I've been so happy to have, something that I dreamed about having. Now that year was a catalyst to this. But what's interesting, if I look at it, I'm not saying I'm not happy. I am happy. But I'm not as happy as I was during that time. What was different? I didn't have the things that I have now. I didn't have the success that I have now. I didn't have it. That's what's kind of crazy. I didn't have the things that I have today. But I had more happiness then. And it was because I was focusing every day on being the very best that I could. I was focused on being the best that I could. I was focused on being the best version of me, my health, my fitness, my mental health, all of that. And so I just stopped focusing on it. I stopped focusing on it, and now I'm going to focus on it. That's what I'm doing, and I'm going to be documenting that here on YouTube, which I'm really excited about doing. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope that you have fun following along. I hope that this is something you actually enjoy and that you get something out of it. So what am I going to be doing over the next 365 days? Well, over the next 365 days, I'm going to be focusing every single day on doing the very best that I can at actually implementing the things that I've learned through countless seminars, countless books, podcasts, you know, all of those kind of things, courses and everything else that I've done in the field of personal development, psychology, health, fitness, and happiness. You know, I've done those things. I've taught those things. I teach those things. So, you know, go figure. What I'm going to focus on is actually implementing the things that I teach, actually implementing the things that I teach, that I read, that I study, and that I talk about, and actually implementing those. And I'm going to make this year the very best year that I've ever had up until this point. And the next year is going to be better, and the year after that's going to be better too. So I hope that you enjoy following along. I hope that you enjoy the process. I hope that you enjoy the journey. Now on this channel, I'm going to be talking about a lot of other stuff too. So it's not just going to be this journey. I'll be talking about the things I talk about in my profession as a motivational speaker. So, you know, motivation, positivity, inspiration. We'll be talking about those things. I'm also the founder of the Speakers, Authors, and Coaches Network. So I talk a lot about building your business, building your tribe, building a community, and doing those kind of things. So I'll be talking about that kind of stuff too. Along the way, I also want to document some fun adventures. I love adventure. I love fun, and I'm going to document that stuff too. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that you have a lot of fun following along. And I know I'm going to have a blast doing it. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I hope that you enjoy it. So thank you so much. For those of you who don't, I assume everyone watching this knows who I am, but if you don't, not that everyone knows who I am, I'm just saying I don't have a huge following on YouTube yet. So anyone following me probably came over from Facebook or Instagram or something like that. But anyway, I'm Jake Ballantyne. I'm the founder of the Speakers, Authors, and Coaches Network. I'm a fun-loving family guy, and I love adventure. I love having fun. And this year is going to be an adventure. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm going to be focusing on, the biggest thing is going to be, you know, focusing on that response. The event plus the response equals your outcome. And I'm so excited for what's to come this year, and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you have fun with it. And remember this, you are awesome. All right, bye.